One more. And the ditch is in this picture, you notice. Pretty cool.
Did it come out, Bob?
Yeah, they did. Get another one with this one. What they have.
I'll send it.
Don't ask. Don't
Right.
ask.
You know, everybody on Facebook wants to see this shit, so that's what
Hey,
I'm doing.
go
Okay.
get your
Facebook, man.
Wait,
We're all
get your
Facebook
cat
stars.
on
We know he grabbed hold of
Facebook.
I was going to say, my Montgomery grabbed hold of drink, didn't he?
I can't figure out what they're out.
Hey, you did good. You did
Want me to
good.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get the best story
Okay,
in the world.
let's have a
Okay,
David
all
story.
right.
Stand up a little bit.
Here we go, Sam.
Okay.
Long time ago, Bob used to live here in Huntington when it was
Scoot in, guys, a little bit, just to-
Main Street was a dirt road, believe it or not, when we moved here.
Yeah, man, that was back in the day.
So Bob and I took a trip to La Jolla, and just so happened La Jolla Cove was breaking 20, 25 feet with Ricky Gregg out in the water. So Bob goes, "Nuuhiwa, you got a board?" I said, "Yeah, take the nose rider out." So, like
It was a small one, too.
like a dumbass, he paddles out, not knowing that these waves are going to kill him.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
He's young, fresh,
Stupid.
Strong and stupid.
and I'll let Bob tell you the rest of the story when he
Yeah.
came out of the water.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what happened was I paddled out, right? And it was right before dark, and me and David just surfed, Wednesday or something, about 18 feet, and it was kind of choppy. What I saw was perfect pipeline lefts in perfect shape, and you can make it into the bay. I've never seen waves that big that you can make. And so I went out. It took me about a half an hour just to get through the waves breaking on the cliff, right? And this swell had just hit Hawaii and wiped out Pupukea. Put boulders as big as rocks through homes and evacuated everyone else. So, whoa! See, we are getting old.
It's getting better.
Hey, we're starting to have fun.
I got into it too much. That's called an old man's
Push
bill.
him.
I think he was great.
Let's show that on video. We ain't that good now.
He needs a drink.
Slipped on my chili. But anyway, what happened was I paddled out. Ricky Gregg's dropping into a wave that is probably the most epic wave I've ever seen, paddling up a face of a wave. You could drive a freight train through it. And Ricky's just in perfect shape. The tube's just spitting over his head. I'm going, this is it. I'm set. Oh, man. And it's right before dark. So I just want to get one or two, you know, that's all I wanted. And I get out there, and Ricky paddles out, and I go, "Hey, Ricky, is this the place you take off? I've never even seen this place break." He goes, "Yeah, this is it. We've been taking off here all day, Bob. No problem, man." There's only 5 of us out there. There's 300 people on the cliff watching, right? And all of a sudden, they all start screaming. And I go, "What are they screaming about?" And we look outside, and 50 yards in front of us, it was already feathering. It was just the most magnificent monsters, Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know, eat you up shit coming right at us. And every one of these big wave riders looked at me with total fear. Now, I was like in pretty good shape. A lot better than what I am now. And I'm reading that stupid book, Cipher. You see, the power of positive thinking or some crap like that. And, you know, you just had to make up your mind. And I thought I could hold on to this board instead of bail like all those guys did. They said, "Bail!" And with fear, they dove deep, right? And I seen this thing break, and it went so twice the height when it exploded, because it was just like pipeline. It just didn't crumble. It just folded with a big tube and exploded. And I just held on and wrapped my feet around, and that thing hit me and took me 40, 50 feet to the bottom, slammed me against the reef. Thank God it was a flat reef, and all the air came out. And I'm going, I'm dead. And when it hit, the board compressed so bad it gave me a black eye. David witnessed it. Bloody nose. and freaking knocked all the wind out of me, you know? And I'm going, shit, I'm dead. And I go, oh God, please save me. And I'm tumbling along the bottom, and all of a sudden I felt a single fin hit my hand, and I grabbed that sucker so tight it cut my hands. Because this was my only ticket out of here. I knew it, man. I was dead, you know. And I just pointed that thing straight up after it released me. Seemed like eternity. My lungs were exploding. My eyes were ready to pop. And I went straight up like an arrow. And I came up right next to Ricky. He was like 5 feet or 10 feet away from me. He goes, how did you do that? I go, I'll tell you later, man. And he thought I held on the whole time. I actually let go of it. And he came back to me, thank God, or I would have not been here talking. But I just made it over 3 or 4 sets, barely dropping, and we came in at nighttime. We were so afraid. We were thinking, sitting out there going, man, it's going to get bigger and bigger, and we didn't want to go in, right? And we finally decided to come in, and we took this peachy little wave, and we got inside. It took us a half an hour to get up, but when I came up, David's going, he's laughing, he goes, man, let's go to Rincon. Man, I ain't going nowhere, dude. I'm all beat up, man. I'm like done, man.
Bob's got 2 black eyes.
Yeah.
He's
2 black guys.
Nose rider.
Yeah. My butt's been kicked, and David gets Rincon. I got the magazine. I should have brought it. Okay, it's a classic. But David got Rincon 18 to 20 feet. He's on like an 18